All right, hey everybody, back with another newsfeed video here for you. And this one started off 2024 and 2500 Ram gets a moon themed special edition. This is only for the Power Wagon and for the Rebel. And basically what it is this new cement gray look. I love it. This thing looks amazing. I would buy this color and this truck in a heartbeat. This wheels, this is just gorgeous. Love the setup on here. This is a 2024 Power Wagon Lunar, it's called. And they are also doing it with the Rebel is also an option getting this, and it also gets some interior. The interior is black leather with surf blue contrast stitching. You will find special metal badges on the center console with the same kind of Fox carbon fiber weave trim as the TRX had, and as the Ram TRX had. The prices on this thing for the Power Wagon. This is a true Power Wagon, not the Tradesman edition with the Power Wagon package, but true Power Wagon version, $75K. And if you want to get into the Rebel, you get the option of the turbo diesel, and you're looking at $85K there as well too. Here it is. We're going to look at the 4 photos on it real quick. Beautiful. God, that truck is just gorgeous right there. Absolutely just, I love that. Look at that. I mean, that is as good as it gets. I'm sorry, maybe it may not match for you, but I love it. Think it looks absolutely amazing. Such a beautiful truck, except for the Power Wagon. I cannot believe they still put 33s on it. A lot of people ask that. Why do they do that? It is for articulation. Remember, the Ram Power Wagon has a disconnectable front sway bar like a Jeep Rubicon does, and therefore this thing can really let go and get a lot of flex and articulation in there, and this way they make sure that there's no rubbing, no issues, no anything like that. Can you fit 35s on it? Yes, you can. Can you put 37s on it? Yes, you can, but 37s take a little bit of work. Love this truck. Everything about it. Absolutely amazing. Are they going to show us the interior? Yes, they are. Here's that carbon fiber look that you're seeing in here with the blue stitching in it, the new logo on here. What a gorgeous truck. Matter of fact, I don't think there's another full-size truck made today that is as good looking inside as what you're seeing here. I mean, they just crush it with this truck. So fantastic job there, Ram. I love it. The Power Wagon is amazing. You just need to lower your prices. I don't know what you're thinking with some of these prices, but and again, realistically, this price is really not that bad compared to all the other full or heavy duty trucks out there. But the prices are hard for us to swallow. But what a great truck! Here we go, right here. We're not going to stay on this for long because honestly, I don't understand it. But I do read between the lines why GM just laid off more than 1,000 software engineers, and why it's another bad sign for the legacy automakers. What it basically comes down to is they went through and they laid off a bunch of people in the tech area and that kind of stuff that are doing these software programs. And this article is very hard to read, but it's there. It says General Motors laying off more than 100 or more than 1,000 salaried employees globally in its software and services division following a review to streamline the unit's operations. Okay, the layoffs include these people at these jobs, blah, blah, blah. We are building GM's, as we build GM's future, we must simplify for speed and excellence, making bold choices and prioritizing the investments that will have the greatest impact, they said. As a result, we're reducing certain teams within the software and services organization. We are grateful for them, blah, blah, blah. But basically what they're saying here is this is somewhat existential for GM as it tries to double its revenue in an increasingly complex market. Two of the company's biggest strategies to get there were cruise and subscription software like OnStar. Remember all the subscription BS stuff? GM seems to have let the Silicon Valley team do what it wanted, which ended in disaster. The approach to software and subscriptions seems to have been the opposite, with a never-ending series of Apple and Microsoft executives coming into a more traditional culture and failing. We don't want the tech. Why do they not get this? You can use whatever excuse you want to justify it. We do not want your tech in our trucks. Okay, there's a reason we're not buying cyber trucks. We don't want your tech in them. Forget the tech. Lay these 1,000 people off, close the doors, turn the lights off on that building, and move on and stick with simple and what works. We do not want your tech. I'm not a fan of tech. It drives me nuts with all the tech stuff going on. Speaking of which, how about this? This is the main article here. As cars and trucks get bigger and taller, lawmakers look to protect pedestrians. Lawmakers. Okay, lawmakers are getting involved now. They don't like your vehicle. They don't want you driving this. They're like, no, it's too big, it's too heavy, it's too tall, and the roof is too, or the hood is too high, and you're going to run over people at intersections. And we need to save people's lives. And you're not going to be able to have your truck because it's too dangerous for people that are on their cell phones not paying attention that randomly walk into the road. That's the problem. And that's what they're telling you right here. They've had to increase the sizes because of the sizes of vehicles. They had to increase and add more weight to their testing for NHTSA and all that. Fine, add more weight. There's plenty of room. Put more on there. I don't get it. But anyway, what they're saying is here is they have we've seen these standards over time and right here. Now lawmakers in Congress are expected to introduce a bill on Friday that would require federal standards for hood height, visibility to protect pedestrians and other vulnerable road users. Okay, Americans' cars and trucks are getting bigger and taller, while roadway fatalities have also climbed sharply over the past decade. Don't walk on the road. I'm sorry, but I am so tired of lawmakers getting involved and government getting involved with all of this stuff. I mean, seriously, why don't you just put a fence up except for at the intersection so people aren't jaywalking and getting ran over? Things like that. I mean, seriously. Bigger and taller vehicles are more dangerous for pedestrians, according to an IIHS study of real-world crashes. Of course they are, but so are dump trucks, so are semi-trucks, so are school buses, so are commuter buses. Vehicles with high front ends and blunt profiles are 45% more likely to cause fatalities in a crash with pedestrians than smaller cars and trucks, researchers found. I get it. But now also understand the world we live in. Do you know why we don't have hood ornaments on cars anymore? For pedestrians, because they were killing pedestrians and hurting them when they hit them with a car. I mean, again, it's this whole, the way things are just blow my mind. Safety advocates, whatever those are, okay, whoever they are that know everything, safety advocates say that it's a big reason why annual pedestrian deaths in the U.S. are up more than 75% since they reached their lowest point in 2009. Bet population is probably up 50% since 2009 as well too. Pedestrians that are hit by trucks and SUVs are more likely to be killed. Obviously, pedestrians that are hit by, you know, if a bank safe or vault falls on them, it's probably going to do more damage than if you drop a basketball off of the top story. Okay, I mean, seriously, it just blows my mind, the stuff we're dealing with here. Vehicles are getting bigger. They hit people with heavier force. And they're also hitting people higher on the body. So a child may be more likely, or a short person, more likely to be struck in the head. And that will be likely be fatal to them. Anytime you're hit by a car, it's probably a good chance that it could be fatal. Doesn't matter what it is. And I'm a short guy, and I'm not really that worried about this because I'm not going to walk in the road in front of SUVs and pickup trucks and other cars. Just don't do it. Okay, that's just the whole moral here. Is if people just stop walking in the frickin' road, we don't have to have government get involved and tell me what the height of my hood can be, how tall my vehicle can be, what I can drive and when I can't drive. It's been so much of this week in the news that it's pretty overwhelming. It really is, to how ridiculous a lot of this is. And that's what they're saying. SUV pickup trucks are now make up more than 3/4 of all vehicles on the road because we love them. Okay, and now you want to take that away from us again because people can't stay out of the road. The largest trucks and SUVs create danger for everybody else on the street. Not really. Okay, if 3/4 of the vehicles are out there are bigger, then it doesn't necessarily mean they're any bigger. That's most of them. So it equals and washes out. Okay, it says right here, because of their masses, or because of their mass, because of their height, whether you're walking or biking or inside a smaller car. Okay, yeah. I'm just whatever. But anyway, so apparently NHTSA is the one that has to be involved in this. The responsibility of those setting the standard would fall on the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA. Safety advocates, whatever those are, say the agency has known for years that bigger SUVs and trucks are more deadly for pedestrians and has done little about it. Of course they don't want to. This is insane. But The acting head of the agency, Deputy Administrator Sophie Scholman, disputes that. We are looking at the tools at our disposal to save the lives on our roadways. Okay, either way, it's a declined to comment on a pending pedestrian bill or protection bill. So did the Alliance for Automotive Innovation and Industry Trade Group. Nobody wants to deal with this. Nobody wants you messing with people's vehicles and setting laws on what they can and can't drive. This is America. Like I said, it is what it is here. But anyway, here's the rest of it if you want to read about it. They don't give us the option to read the bill or anything like that on here. But apparently, it's going in Congress. This would not be the first time Congress has asked NHTSA to consider the safety of people outside of cars by the bipartisan infrastructure law directed at the agency to expand its new car assessment program to include pedestrians. It's here. Here we go. But the proposal for pedestrian crashworthiness testing that NHTSA has put forward last year left many safety advocates disappointed because those safety advocates want us all to not have a car. They want everybody to walk to work every single day. That's the safest way to save lives. That's just what it comes down to. Very upsetting. I'm very disgusted at this stuff. I'm just, like I said, getting so fed up with the government intrusion on everything automotive anymore. It is exhausting. Let me know what your thoughts are. How do you feel? Thanks for watching.